Hi guys, hope you're all well. Today I just wanted to show you how you can make some extruded tube beads. Dead easy. I haven't got a making extruder or other branded one, and I do know that the making one comes with one of those special discs for making tubes. So many moons ago, when I used to play around with air dried clay, I saw a tip on a blog how to make your own. So I'm just going to show you how I make my tube beads. I'm just winding my extruder down, guys. So okay, you've got your cap. What you're going to need is this disc. It's got a hole in the middle and a few around the outside, and then either your biggest square disc or your biggest circle disc, dependent on what type of beads you want to make. And you're going to need a tack, a round one obviously, and as long as it won't pass through the hole, you know, you just need the head to be big enough so it doesn't pass through the hole on your holy disc. You're also going to need a copper washer or any type of washer you've got, guys. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our holy bead, our hold disc, and we're going to pop our nail in it. Then we're going to put our washers on. Then we're going to pick whatever shape we want. Now you could probably do this if you've got a large star one or a large hexagonal one. So that's all we're going to do. So we've got the holy one, the washer, and the shaped one, and we're going to pop them in our cap with the shape uppermost. Then get our extruder. Now I've just got some scraps of that cane I made the other week. I'm just going to use these scraps up, guys, just to show you. I've already extruded some, and I just wanted them to cool down, so I'll just show you quickly how they come out, and then I'll go to the bits I've already extruded. So I'm just going to pop the cap back on, and I'm just going to make sure that my nail is nice and straight, and then I'm just going to extrude my tube. Again, now some started to come through, I'm just going to make it sure it's straight, and there we go, there's some square. I'm just going to pinch that off, so there's a bit of a square tube. And then I'm just going to pop this cap off, pop that square off, and I'll just pop the circle one on and show you just with the circle one, so you can see you can do it with quite a few different shapes. And of course then you get the tube. Now you can put wire through this and use it as a, you know, a cord around your neck. But so there's our tube. Let me just sharp blade to trim the end off, so you can see we've got our hole in the middle. And again, I'll just do it with this square. It's quite hot in here, guys, so I'm wary. And there's our square with our hole in the middle. Now let me just pop these to one side. Here's some I did earlier, so I know they would cool down. Here's our circle one, and here's our square one. I'm just going to line them up together on my mat, then I can cut through them both at the same time. Just going to make sure that's nice and straight. There we go. And again, sharp blade, and I'm just going to cut get rid of those bits. I think I'll do mine 3/4 of an inch. So again, just going off the lines on my mat. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I suppose it depends what clay you're using, guys, because my is Cernit, it can be quite soft, and of course you don't want to handle these too much, so I'm being super careful. Oh, get off, just to make sure that 2, 3, there we go. Okay, so I've got some nice circular ones and some nice square ones, and then I just have this little pie dish, and I've got bits cut out the edge to balance my skewers on. You guys may have the, you know, the beading kits and things, because I don't do a lot of beads, I've not invested in one. Now all I'm going to do is thread my beads onto a skewer, and again just going to be really careful that I don't over handle them, then I don't put fingerprints or anything on. Let's just move that one down a bit, and if they've rested they're quite firm, so they don't go too squishy. So there we go, guys. I'll just pop that to one side. There's some of my, oh, bit of fluff. There's my circle beads ready to go. Circular tube beads, I should say. I'll just pop that on my dish. Oh, just trying to get one to move down a bit, and I'll just thread a couple of square ones up for you. Same really, I'm just gentle that I don't over handle them and they don't lose the shape. With some of the square ones, I'll show you on the scrap I made. I'll just get a few on here to show you. Up. So there's some of our squares on there as well. I'll just pop them on my rack. Yeah, with this bit of square scrap, I'll just show you, you could make some bigger ones or smaller ones, you know, you could have really little cubes, but what I like to do with some of these is, in fact I'll do it before I cut it, if you get your square you can twist it like so, and then you can get, let me get another skewer, where are they? Oh, there we are. And then you can get some really cool effects by twisting them, so you can have a nice twisted effect with your beads. So that's another idea, guys, with the square one especially, you can get these lovely twists. Right, I'm going to go and get these threaded up, and I'll pop back and show you what they look like when they're baked, and then I'll do another video, because these are the beads I've actually bought to use to make the bracelet that I want to make, but I just thought I'd show you an option using clay. So I'll go and get these threaded up and baked, come back when they're baked, just show you how I like to finish them off. I'll see you in a min. Hi guys, I've just got 4 of each here to show you. There's the square ones, and there's the round ones, nice little tube beads. And all I do, guys, because it's normally quite a clean cut on the edges, I just get one of my nail files and I just give the edges a little rub just to make sure there's no sharp bits, To be fair, the way I use them is like that, so you don't really see the edges. Now, I don't tend to do anything with them. They've come out the extruder really smooth. You can varnish them. You could pop them back on your skewer to hold them and just give them a quick varnish if you so wish. Depends what colour I'm using really. I'm going to do some turquoise ones, and dot them in with some actual beads. You've probably seen the haul video, but these are the ones I bought, that I'm going to make a couple of bracelets with, and I will be doing a video after this one to make the bracelet. But if you haven't got any beads, or you want to make your own beads, there you go. Just some really simple little beads, and of course you can have them whatever size you want. And as I said before, you could actually, when this you can either bake it with some memory wire in, or when it comes out of the oven it's still quite pliable, so you could pass it while it's warm round your memory wire, and then you've got a little choker of clay, which is pretty cool, isn't it, to do. May do that in another video for you guys. Make a little choker with extruded clay. But there you go guys, just a really quick way of making some nice extruded tube beads, especially if you haven't got that funny little adapter, which I haven't got. I shall leave it there guys. Please tune into the next video where I will show you how to make a bracelet using, I'm not using these guys, I'm using some I've bought, but how to make a lovely little wrap bracelet using some nice square beads. Okay guys, I shall leave it there. See you all in the next video. Bye.